Well, it's getting chilly, but it didn't rain. So, have things dried up? No. Are things hopefully going to dry up? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll see how wet the barnyard is. It's mucky as heck, like. But if it would just... So, as of this morning, there was still, like, puddles in the barnyard. If those puddles have absorbed, then at least we're making progress, right? There's still a puddle in the middle. 2 puddles. It is getting better, but we need it to, like, not rain for a little bit. So, I don't know if that's going to happen, but it'd be nice if it did. If we could just, not get a bunch of rain. Thank you. There's chickens making noise in the bush. Behind that blue bin. Yes. Chickens making noise. Right, Vodka? Vodka's down the path. Anyway, everyone is doing okay today. It's just so freaking wet. It's starting to dry up, yes, but it's not dry enough. Like, he's in the pen. He doesn't have to stay in the pen. The whole side of the fence there, we've taken it off, so he doesn't have to stay in the pen. But he happens to really love mud. So, if you wonder why he likes mud so much, it's because he is a bog pony. There's a reason we call him the bog pony. Oh yeah, he's going to go out the other side and go play in the bush, where there's also bog. He likes bog. He's a bog pony. That's basically what he does. So it's fine, whatever. Anyway, everyone's doing fine. In the cooler weather. The animals like the cooler weather. Like, the dog likes the cooler weather. The dogs love it. The chickens love it. The rabbits prefer cooler weather. They would prefer 40 below to the hot summers. They don't care about 40 below. So, everyone's doing really well. Looking really good. Hi, Vodka. Hi, bud. He's coming back from wherever he was. Hi, man. Good boy. He's a good dog. He's a very good dog. So, today I wanted to answer a question about the free-ranging chickens and don't they destroy your grass? The answer is, it's going to depend. How big an area are they free-ranging in? Kittens. How big an area? They follow me around. And then we go in the house for snacks. So, how big an area are your birds free-ranging in? Birds. So, if they're free-ranging over a huge area, like these guys have acres to roam, right? They're hanging out here right now, but they are, during the day, like all the way down the path. They're in the bush. They're off on the other end. They're in the forest. They're everywhere. Hi, guys. We're going in for snacks in a minute. But because our guys have so much space, it's literally a non-issue. Okay? It's not a worry. We don't have to worry about it at all. Now, if your idea of free-ranging is like in the size of a city backyard, and you have as many birds as we do, then yeah, they're going to tear up your grass. So it really depends on the amount of space you have. So our grass is beautiful. It's lovely. In fact, one of the things the free-ranging birds is good for is your grass is nicer because, well, they're pooping on your grass and that's fertilizer, right? So it actually is quite good for the grass as long as you don't have too many birds in too small an area. So if you go over to the barnyard is obviously no grass because of Shadowfax. He thinks that's fun. And over here, this is no grass because birds, when they're in a small area, they'll do that. But out here, in the bigger areas, right, out here, our grass is fine. Like, we're not shy on grass at all. Our grass is not damaged. The puppies did more damage to the grass than the birds. So, no, they don't damage the grass if you free range them, as long as you don't have too many for the area they're free ranging in. So, can you have nice grass and still have birds? Yeah, if you're careful with the number of birds you have. Are you going to be able to have beautiful grass in a confined chicken coop? No. No. Hello, sweetheart. That's Dahlia. That's Dahlia. Hi, guys. You beautiful birds. Yeah. These are our ducks. Beautiful ducks. We love our ducks. Anyway, so it depends. Like, you absolutely cannot expect to keep grass in a chicken coop if you've got 10 chickens in a 10 by 20 area. They're going to destroy the grass. But if you have the space, a large enough area, then your grass is fine. Like, our grass is fine. Now, if we had 300 birds on here, the grass would be gone. But we don't have 300 birds. We only have about 100 and 2 under the deck. There's a couple birds under the deck doing under the deck stuff. Are you guys laying eggs under there? What do you want to bet? The answer is yes. Yeah, they are. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Nothing. Anyway, hopefully that answers that question. It is possible to have grass with the birds, but you have to have the space. So it's not that you have to have grass in your chicken run. It's just that you're not going to if you don't have a large enough area. So the number of birds we're going to have will never damage this much grass, right? And if we go down this way, like, this is all moss out here anyway. Quack, 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 quack. We like to make noise. It's very loud. If noise is a problem for you, do not get ducks, okay? Especially the girls. I know they are so loud. You might be able to have a pair of drakes. They're not nearly as loud. They're more raspy. But the loud quack, quack, quacks you hear, those are always females. So if you have to keep noise to a minimum, don't get ducks. Also, don't get goats. They are loud. So always consider, do you have noise restrictions? Anyway, this is all moss, right? Back here, and they're not going to damage the moss. The moss is hardy as heck. So we're not worried about the moss. So that's fine. We like the moss. I like the moss trails. There's also a lot of moss right here. Like right at the base there. There's a lot of moss at the base. I really like moss. Moss is basically my favorite ground cover. I'd like more of it, but you can't force moss, right? But it'd be nice if we could. I like moss. Anyway. It is getting chilly out here, so I just wanted to tell everyone that yes, I answer questions during these farm vlogs, and because otherwise it's just, yeah, everyone's doing great, goodbye. So, and they are doing great. They are. I won't deny. Everyone is doing fantastic. I don't like the chillier weather. I don't mind it, but it's just a reminder that it's going to get really cold really fast. And if it would just stop raining for just like, if we could have a week before it gets like cold for things to dry up before winter sets in, that'd be great. And yes, winter is going to set in. For some people, I know they talk about how, November is still fall. For us, November is very much winter. It's cold. Like, it's cold here in winter. So what we're hoping is it just holds off a little longer. Just a little. Just, a little bit longer. Somebody also asked, how do I keep vodka and tequila apart when tequila is in heat? The answer is only one of them is outside at a time. That's what it is. So vodka's outside right now. Tequila's in the house most of the time because she's in heat and I don't want her mixing with coyotes. I don't think she would. I think she'd rather beat them than get frisky with them. But I don't want to risk it. So she spends a lot of time in the house when she's in heat. Luckily, it's only a couple times a year. Are we going to let her have puppies again? Yes, but only if she goes into heat. I don't want to take the kittens in the house right now. He wants to take the kittens in the house. But are we going to let Tequila have puppies again? Yes. But only if she goes into heat between February and June. Because I don't want winter puppies and I don't want late fall puppies. I like them to be able to come outside. So probably we'll have a litter next summer. But like she went into heat March and now it's October. So it was 7 months. So if we do the math, you start doing the math, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. You're talking going into heat at the end of May at the earliest. Maybe later than that, as she gets older, the distance between her heats is going to increase. So, okay. So let's assume she goes into heat in May. Well, end of May, 2 months you're pregnant, roughly, for a dog. Well, that puts us at the end of July for puppies, and that's end of September for going home. That's not bad. But if she doesn't go into heat until July, that becomes September puppies. I don't want September puppies. So the latest I will do is August puppies. After that, no. So are we going to have puppies this year? Probably, possibly. Depends on how far apart her heats are. If we don't have puppies next year, we will have puppies the year after for sure. Vodka's down the path. Doing vodka stuff. He's down this path this time. We have multiple paths. Shadowfax is back in the mud. He was in the trees a minute ago, but now he's in the mud. Likes mud. Mud is his thing. He loves mud. I don't understand it because I hate mud. But he loves it. So, whatever. We'll live in the mud. See if I even care. Anyway, that is going to be it for us here tonight at Andersen Acres. The sun is going down. It is getting chilly. And my feet are wet because I wore Crocs again. Yeah, I know. I know. I should put real footwear on. I know that. Am I going to? No. So my feet are a little bit wet. Oh well. We'll see you tomorrow.